say already here. Am I? Do I? Okay, hit record there. Hit record here. Okay, I mean, most of the programs that Let's Go Help members take advantage of, usually within a few $1,000s to maybe 50,000. I mean, some go up to 100,000. But here I want to put together a list of examples of $100,000 programs. So you just think bigger. I mean, it's just as much work as a 10,000 or 1,000 to get 100,000. Now, in the title, you may say, oh, it says they're easy and everything. Well, that's all relative. I mean, some are easier than others. But the point is, most people think things are incredibly hard because they have no idea where they're looking and they don't know where to go. And that could be the biggest problem. That's what makes it hard. But we show you where to go and what to look for and what to say and what to ask for, so you don't have to go run. You're still going to have to do some work to get this. I mean, a couple of them you'll have to go to one place and figure it out. Others you may have to go a number of places, and how many that is, maybe a half a dozen or maybe more. But that's what life is. I mean, if you're expecting life to be real easy, you know, maybe next time around it will be easy. But this time it's probably going to take some work on your part. But let me explain these programs. And remember, these are programs, some are available everywhere. Some are available only in certain areas. Now, what you have to do is find out what's in your area, okay? That's what state, what city, whatever. And at the end, I have two sources that show you how to find these programs where you live. And other ones are just one source, and they're it. Now, the listing I'm going to put in, it's going to be in YouTube. So you go over to the YouTube channel, that's youtube.com/Matthew Lesko, and you can get it in the description there. And of course, members, you know, get all this stuff for free. And don't forget, tomorrow we'll have like 3 or 4 hours of people on Let's Go Help that are mentors and they're navigators, grant navigators, that will take your questions, you know, for free. And it's video conferencing, and so you could ask these people questions, and they're there for a couple hours, usually a day, every day. And I pop in too. But the most important thing, that you have a source to get those questions answered, so you don't stop doing it, because you'll run into a hurdle. Oh shit, I don't know what to do. I guess it's not for me, and you stop. Can't do that, okay? Let me go over these things to give you an idea of the kinds of things that are out there. Okay, now here's something that the Treasury came out with. So there's a national program everywhere. You could get $100,000 in grants, plus easy loans, plus, listen to this, $10 billion available for free rent up to 1 year. And this is right now, it's given to states. So every state has this, and it's called the State Small Business Credit Initiative. State Small Business Credit Initiative. And then in Alabama, what they're doing, and every state has something maybe similar, if you start a business in Alabama, they give you rent-free for an entire year. Isn't that correct? Rent-free for an entire year. Now, that's worth a hell of a lot more than $100,000. Well, gosh, you get $100,000 or more, you have to probably $500,000 or more to help start a business. The government even invests in your business. Can you imagine that? So they're an investment. If you don't make any money, that's fine. You got their money to figure out how not to make money. If you make money, then you have to share it with them. Okay, and that's what's about. Okay, and I got two examples so you know what they look like. Okay, here's another one. Get paid $40,000 a year to train for a $100,000 a year job. This is big now. It's in every state. Every state has these things, and this and even more. A lot of them are called apprenticeship programs, and they pay you, and this is without a college degree. They'll pay you 40 grand, sometimes 50 grand or more, to learn a skill that you can get $100,000 a year career out of them. If you want to find your local office for this, you go to careeronestop.org. Careeronestop.org, okay? And that's easy. It's in every county. So you call them up, make an appointment, and you say, hey, I got a shitty job. I need a better job. Can I get training or some kind of help to help me? And there's really probably dozens and dozens of organizations like this, but the main one and the one to start with, if they don't help, then you go other places too. So careeronestop.org. Well, here's another thing. A lot of people, if you want to make a lot of money to pay off debt, the government has programs that pay your debt. So if you have $100,000 of student loans, they'll pay that for you under certain conditions. So you got to find out if those conditions work for you. And millions of people in the last couple of years are getting $100,000, even more, forgiven on their student loans. How do you find out about if you're eligible? You go to studentaid.gov. Okay, studentaid.gov. Okay, and then there you'll see payment problems and forgiveness problems. Both those tabs, you investigate them. The most important one is your income-driven repayment plan. That means you don't have to pay any money if you don't have much money. And the threshold is pretty high. It's not living in the street kind of thing. It's just lower the middle income, and you won't have to make payments. So that's what you want to find out. So you go to studentaid.gov. The best way to handle that is to call the people and talk to someone there. You may have to wait on hold for 20 minutes. What the hell? If somebody's going to give you $100,000, you could wait a day or two. So don't be greedy because you won't get nothing. Okay, that's important. Okay, here's another one. If you owe federal taxes, there's a program they call Offer in Compromise. And what they'll do, forgive up to 90% of your taxes. 90%. So you could owe $200,000, then you got that down to 20. Now that's more than $100,000. That's $180,000 that you're saving. But you don't know that. People don't know that. They hire expensive lawyers, and you don't need expensive lawyers. We have a woman who's a navigator with us, a sweet woman, and she had owed 50 grand in taxes and got it down to like 10 grand. Oh, 5 grand actually she did. And just doing it herself, following this offer in compromise, you go to irs.gov and put offer in compromise, contact your local office and talk to them. They're nice people, don't worry. The other people you call in Google are going to take most of that money from you. You don't want to do that. You could get it all yourself. Here's another thing. The government will pay you to work at home $100,000 a year. That's right. The government buys more of everything in the world. And here's a office that will help you find out if the government buys your product, service, or whatever. You could be a massage therapist, and they pay that. You could do research at home, and they pay that. I mean, it's amazing. They pay anything. Yeah, you can make pasta, and they buy that. Yeah, and you can do it all from home. Now, here's the organization, a nonprofit organization that helps you get this money. They help you apply for it, teach you about it, and everything, all for free. They're not going to charge you a penny anywhere in the country, okay? And it's called apexaccelerators.us. Apex, A-P-E-X, accelerators. ACCELERATORS.US, not com, not gov, or what, US. Apex Accelerators, okay? Find out about them and see if that. Make an appointment to see. You don't go to the website and look at it, no. If you're hungry and need help, you make appointments, because when you talk to somebody and that doesn't work, they could tell you other people that you'll never find, because they're helping people like you every day. So they run into things every day that you and I will never know about. That's where you get the real important stuff. Now here, Biden just gave out $32 billion to the chip industry. Okay, that industry, these are manufacturers. We're going to make chips, these things. It's a new kind of manufacturing jobs. It's not lugging steel around in cars and stuff like that. It's making chips this big. It doesn't take a lot of muscle power. It takes some brain power and skills. The government's training you for free. even without a college degree. And these are jobs up to $100,000 a year. The link here from the New York Times to find out about it. You want to find out more about those jobs, again, you go to the careeronestop.org to find out about those new $100,000 a year jobs that do not require a college degree. Okay, another way to make money at home, $100,000 a year or more, is with the flexible gig economy jobs. And this is all, I mean, it could go from Uber to shopping, all kinds of things. Dog walking is big on that, and you make it right from home. You don't need anything. And it's just a platform. They take a little piece of the money, and you're guaranteed to get paid. You don't have to worry about getting paid. All these work at home scams or whatever, no, forget about them. And it's important. So I show you there. I have a whole list of the various kinds of things you can make a ton of dough just at home. You may stumble in the beginning until you get up to 100 grand, but that's there. And you have to have the desire to want to do it. That's all it takes. Okay, here's another thing. Free seminars, how to get $50,000 to $100 million to become a real estate investor. That's right. The government will give you grants to be a real estate investor, big time, because we have such a housing crisis, that they're throwing money at it, and what they're doing, that goes to the local, every county gets this money. It's called the Community Development Block Grants. Every county has it, and they have seminars about how to apply and get this money if you want to invest in real estate and get grants to do that. And it's really real estate, either rehabbing, fixing up homes, or building homes for low and medium income people, or fixing up for owners to fix up their current homes instead of, that's also money to fix up old homes so you can flip them over and turn them over to somebody else. That's free training to do this. You don't have to go to a Trump University course that's going to cost you $30,000. This is free. And it's real money. And actually, Trump and his whole family uses the hell out of these programs. Okay, now also what I have down here are 2 places you should start no matter what you want to choose. And then sit down with these people to have them help you choose what's best for you to do, okay? And that's what you need more than anything else. So go to these 2 organizations before you go and decide any of the other things. One is called HUD.gov/housing, HUD.gov/housing. You make an appointment again, and there'll be a dozen or so organizations where you live that you can make an appointment with. So make an appointment with more than one, because everybody has different information, okay? So you want to do it. Now, here's the other one for any kind of, and they'll help you with debt, credit card debt, budgeting, getting rid of debt, everything. Now, the other one is Americas, AMERICAS, then SBDC.org. There you make an appointment. These are business mentors or freelance mentors or investment account advisor, real estate investor mentors, anything you want to make money at home, kind of thing, or even start a business of any kind. They're all free. You call them, make an appointment. You go to that website, put in your zip code, and do it. See, this is what we teach at letsgohealth.com, that there's money and help for you to do anything out there. It's just not where you think it is. Let us show you. You could ask us 100 questions a day, and we also give out our own grants. We give out over $70,000 of grants every month. Now, in 2 days, on the 4th of every month, and we have one coming up real soon, and we're giving out $40,000 to people to do anything you want. You get $1,000 to do anything you want. You get $500, $1,000. We have $40,000 just to members. Our membership fee is $20, okay? And you feel screwed or anything, I'll always give you your money back. Don't worry about that. But apply before midnight on the 4th of the month. And to make sure you get that, if you don't get it this month, apply again next month, okay? Very easy. You just need 1 sentence. Now, you don't find a grant that easy anywhere on the internet, except at letsgohelp.com.